today. He has an incredible history here in the city of Toronto and internationally as well too. He's a wonderful chef. He's going to be making wonderful food with us today. So please welcome to the stage Tawfik Shehata.
Hi everybody.
Thank you for being here.
Tone down my enthusiasm a little bit.
What are we making today?
Today we are going to make a take on shawarma, because obviously shawarma is cooked on a spit. We're going to do it with some fabulous Ontario turkey. So we're going to season the turkey with some shawarma seasoning. Then we're going to do like everyone loves those freshy bowls or chopped leaf or a lot of those healthy salad places. So we're going to serve it as a bowl with a very traditional rice. In Arabic it's called rose bil sharayen. That simply means rice with vermicelli. So we have small vermicelli like this. I'm gonna make it. It'll be made for you. And then we're gonna make a little healthy turkey shawarma salad bowl thing for lunch.
And then we're going to eat it. So one thing I should mention is that Ontario Turkey Farmers are our platinum sponsor for this particular session. They're providing all the wonderful turkey that you're cooking with today. And we also have someone here from Ontario Turkey Farmers who is himself a turkey farmer. Brian Ricker, thank you so much for being here today. Please welcome him. He's going to tell you a little bit about why turkey is so awesome and why we should be cooking it more.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here with you today, and I just wanted you to know that I actually raise turkeys for a living. I raise about 50,000 turkeys a year. You probably won't be using my turkey today. Most of mine go into Butterball products, but I grow them as healthily and well as I can. There's no added hormones or steroids, and there's no antibiotics in the meat. So it's still a great turkey, and so I'm just happy that you came here today to try some turkey, and I'm happy to answer any questions about raising turkey. We have a good animal care program that everybody has to adhere to in Ontario and in Canada. That's audited by third parties, so that we know everybody's taking good care of their turkeys in Canada. And so it's just a pleasure to be here. We're thrilled that you wanted to learn how to cook turkey. We're thrilled there's so many people in the class. And turkey is one of those proteins that's it's really low in fat, and it's high in protein, so it fills you up well when you eat it. So it's really a versatile protein. We feel that people just don't think of eating turkey very often. So we want people to eat turkey maybe once a week all year, and not 3 times a year. So that's what we really need you to do. And you've probably heard about the trade talks, and so we have to allow more imports from the United States and Chile. And so that we don't grow less turkey, we need people to eat turkey at least one more time per month all year long. So that's our goal. So I'll be here if you have any questions about raising turkeys. I'd be happy to answer them for you.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Brian. I like the idea of eating turkey more often. One thing I should mention, in addition to Brian being here, if you have any questions, of course, if you have any questions,
please feel free to interrupt.
Throw up your hands. And we also have culinary assistants that are all throughout the academy here. You guys wave, our culinary assistants. So if you need help at any step of the way, just let me know, wave at me, flag one of these guys down, they will come and help you out. All right, Chuck, why do you love cooking with turkey?
I love cooking with turkey because it's very versatile. There's so many things other than our holidays, like Brian mentioned, that we can do with it. We're doing, just showcase its versatility, we're doing the shawarma today. Okay. Just something a little bit fun, We have the turkey breast that I'm going to pound out. It'll be pounded out for you. I believe it's already on your stations. And we're just going to cook it quickly. It doesn't always have to be a whole bird. It doesn't always have to be something festive. You can have turkey parts. You can always buy breast meat or leg meat or anything ground, and you can make tons of things with it.
All right, let's get cooking.
Let's get cooking. Perfect. So the first thing that I'm going to do, that you're just going to watch me do, is make the rice. So this is a traditional Middle Eastern rice. Like I mentioned, it's called the rose bil sharayen. Sharayen just means vermicelli. Rose means rice. So there's my rice, just so you know I'm not lying. My rice and my vermicelli. What we want to do is we want to brown the vermicelli, and this gives the rice a very cool, nutty flavor. And it's also, it takes an extra minute or two to prepare it this way than just a regular rice pilaf, but it makes the rice completely different. So instead of having rice all the time, to do something like this. So I'm going to melt my butter. And then what I want to do is add my vermicelli. The key here is you want to brown your vermicelli because that's where you're going to get your flavor from. So if you leave it light, you're not going to get any flavor. It's just going to taste like vermicelli. So you want to toast this. While this is cooking or toasting, I'm going to start on, and you have it made for you already. I'm going to tell you what we're doing. We have our spice mixture for the turkey shawarma. Just want to go through what you have on your tray so everyone can follow along.
Take a look for your spice mixture.
So you have a little container with a brownish spice mixture in it.
So it's this one here.
And we have our helping hands if anyone needs assistance identifying anything.
What's the other one?
The other one that's reddish, and you'll have less of that, that's sumac.
Okay.
So you don't want to use your sumac at this stage. We're going to keep that for later.
Almost lemony, right?
Yes.
Sumac? Okay, so that's how you know it's the other thing. A little more red.
So we have our brown mixture of spices. So for our turkey, you're going to need to find two things. Your spice mix, we have a little cup of white vinegar, and a little bit of oil.
A little bit of oil?
Yes.
Okay. So if anyone has any trouble finding those three things, just raise your hand and we'll give you a hand. No, I wouldn't have thought this would have been browning.
Yeah, it's a very traditional
It's a great idea. It's gonna have so much more flavor.
Yeah.
So this is just something that
vinegar.
Well, when you make it, if you're making it a risotto, you don't color the rice, but you do sweat it to get flavor. This way we're coloring the vermicelli, and we serve it with a lot of things. You know, it's an extra boost of carbohydrates, and it gives another, like I said, another dimension to the rice. So while that's toasting, I'm going to show you how we prepared the turkey. So we have our spices here. This red one is sumac, like we said. You're also going to have some tomatoes, some pickled turnips. We'll talk about those in a little bit. You have cucumber, parsley, green onion, and you have tahini. If anyone has a sesame seed allergy, tahini is sesame seeds, so don't use it. The hummus will also have sesame seeds in it, so if you do have a sesame seed allergy, you should stay away from that one. So those are the ingredients we have. In your spice mixture, there's a bunch of stuff in there. The great thing about it is, other than the vinegar and the oil, everything is dried. So you can make it, if you like this, which I'm sure you will, you can make it beforehand, serve it, keep it in an airtight container. It'll stay for months. So you got ground black pepper, you got allspice. I think I have allspice there. I hope I put them all in order. Ground cloves, which I don't have up here. Ground cloves, garlic, ginger, nutmeg, some chili, some oregano, and cardamom. I have green cardamom, but we used ground cardamom. So we've mixed that all into here. You can see my vermicelli, you can see it's starting to get brown.
Can you guys see that up here? Okay.
Everyone see that? So I want to keep stirring it.
Ah, there's your cloves.
My cloves.
Isn't that don't you wish that happened in your kitchen? When you are cooking and you're just like, where is that thing? And it just magically appears in your kitchen. See, that's why it's super fun cooking. Also because all the prep work's been done for you too.
And my mint. Awesome.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thanks, Sarah. So we have our mint as well, which just arrived, so we'll be bringing that out to you as well. So once this starts to brown, as you can see, I want to keep an eye on it because it'll burn pretty quickly. And we want to get good color. You can see it's getting nice and consistently brown. I've just turned the heat down. What I'm doing with my turkey, I've got it in a Ziploc bag. I want to get most of the air out. Again, yours is already pounded for you, so we don't all have headaches and rattle everything off our workstations.
So Tawfik, you've worked in many restaurants here in Toronto, in Canada, and the Caribbean as well too.
I have.
Is there sort of a through line to your cooking in terms of what you like to make, or is that always evolving?
It's certainly always evolving, but one thing that's remained consistent is, one, I like to use as much local product as possible. I'm a spokesperson for Foodland Ontario. So I try to use as much, and I'm a spokesman for Foodland Ontario because I believe in what they do, not because it's a job. So I try to use as much local as possible, and seasonal is very important to me as well, keeping in mind that you know, we do live in a country where we have winters, so we can't always have everything seasonal. But as seasonal as possible, as fresh as possible, and as local as possible when we can.
And we're very lucky here in Ontario.
We are
as well,
very lucky.
because it's an incredible growing region. And we're talking about Ontario turkey today too. We have all
And
of
if you
that.
walk around the show, there's, you know,
There's so much.
all of us will see things that we've never seen before that are available here in Ontario. So we're getting a little bit darker here, which is what I want.
This looks incredible.
And while we're doing that,
I should also mention that we're all cooking with induction cooktops today. So once you do get going, a big thing to know is they get hot fast, very fast, and it requires contact with the pan on a burner for it to actually work. So that's a couple things to know. So again, if you need any help with the cooktop, our culinary assistants will help you. We'll get going on that in just a moment.
okay, a few more seconds here. When you do, if you're to do something like this at home or anything that requires a recipe that calls you to hammer out the meat, the reason why we do it is, one, the portion size looks bigger, and two, you're looking for consistent thickness, right? So we're hammering it out. We have a little bit thinner part here. I don't know how well you can see this in the mirror, so I haven't really hammered on this part. Here where it was thicker, so I'm trying to keep it level. I just run my hand over it.
And this is why you're doing this up here.
Yeah. We don't need 36 people with everything collapsing around them. So there's my rice. Nice and brown, starting to smoke a little bit.
Now again, this is going to be done for everybody, this
Yes.
portion, so you're all going to be getting this part. Just for the sake of efficiency.
Yeah.
All right.
And also, the first time you make it, you should slow it down a little bit so you don't risk burning it, because it does burn quite quickly. Just want to mix your vermicelli in.
Amazing. So is this a shorter grain rice or what?
This is just a regular parboiled.
Regular, okay.
And then I have my water. Beautiful.
All right.
Turn that up to bring it up to a boil.
So what we're going
Pinch of
to
salt.
what we're going to get is these little crispy texturized bits that are all
Yeah, they'll go soft. They'll cook with the rice,
Right.
but you'll have these nice brown streaks
Amazing.
for your rice. So leave that. Once it boils, I'll turn it down. There's my turkey.